is not just about being stronger or faster, it's about building a body that's resilient, balanced, and able to handle the demands of your sport without breaking down. So here is the key. Off-ice training should be a balance of strength, conditioning, and recovery. Welcome to the Elite Athlete Podcast, the show that fuels your performance from the inside out. Whether you're chasing goals on the ice, field, or wherever your sport takes you, this podcast is your trusted playbook for optimizing energy, recovery, and long-term results. I'm your host, Dr. Nicole Tatro, a former collegiate athlete, athletic health coach, and mom to high-level athletes who've poured countless hours into achieving their dreams. I've lived this journey, and I'm still living it now, helping my kids and athletes just like you unlock their potential through smarter fueling, recovery strategies, and injury prevention. If you're ready to perform at your peak, feel unstoppable energy, and build a body that serves you for years to come, you are in the right place. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Elite Athlete Podcast. I'm Dr. Nicole Tatro, and today I want to talk about something that can make or break your performance: creating the perfect off-ice training plan. Now, I know a lot of high-level athletes already have a training routine in place, and if that's you, this might be more of a review. But who knows, you might pick up something new to add to whatever you've already been doing, or maybe this helps you refine your approach just a little bit. Let's face it, off-ice training is essential if you want to compete at your best. It doesn't have to be the ice, okay? I'm not just talking to hockey players here. Whether you're on the ice, the field, the court, or however you train off of the playing surface or outside of your game times, it directly impacts how you perform during those games. The thing is, it's not just about being stronger or faster. It's about building a body that's resilient, balanced, and able to handle the demands of your sport without breaking down. So here is the key. Off-ice training, or I'm not offending anyone, I hope, off court, off field, wherever your sport takes you, it should be a balance of strength, conditioning, and recovery. Strength is the foundation. It protects your joints, reduces injury risk, and improves your power and explosiveness. But it's not just about bench presses and bicep curls. Balanced strength means focusing on your whole body. Think about your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back, your core, the areas that are often neglected but play a huge role in your overall performance. Make sure it is whole body. Conditioning is another critical piece. This is where you train your cardiovascular system and your energy systems to meet the demands of your sport. For example, if you're a hockey player, you know the importance of those short bursts of high-intensity effort, just like a shift on the ice. For other sports, the approach might look a little different, but the goal is the same: to mimic the intensity and rhythm of your game so you're prepared to perform. Now, let's talk about the part most athletes skip: recovery. I hope this isn't you, but many people do skip this part. They keep going and going and going. Recovery just isn't about rest day. It's actively working on your body's ability to rebuild and repair. This includes mobility work, flexibility exercises, and active recovery activities like yoga or foam rolling. If you're not making time for this, you're leaving progress on the table here. Tight muscles or limited range of motion can lead to compensation patterns, and those can turn into injuries over time. You don't even know. Our body is so amazing, it will compensate until it just can't anymore, but you won't even realize that you're compensating. So, I see some common mistakes when it comes to off-ice training or outside of your game, and I want to make sure you're not falling into these traps. The first big one is overtraining. I know it's tempting to think that more is better, but overtraining doesn't help you improve. It actually breaks you down. If you're constantly pushing without giving your body time to recover, you're going to end up fatigued, at higher risk for injury, and even burn out. Another mistake is neglecting mobility and flexibility. It's easy to skip this part, especially when you're focused on building strength and conditioning. But mobility work is like the oil in the engine. It keeps everything running smoothly. Finally, not having a clear plan can hold you back. I see athletes piecing together random workouts or jumping on trends they see online without structure. It's easy to overemphasize certain areas and neglect others, which can lead to imbalances. So, how do you put it all together into a plan that works? Let me give you an example of what a well-balanced off-ice training week might look like. Again, it could be off-court, off-field, you know what I mean. Now, keep in mind, this is just a general framework. I'm not a strength conditioning coach, but with my years of experience in physical therapy, athletic health coaching, lifestyle medicine, you get the point. You'll need to adjust it to fit your sport, your goals, and your particular body's needs. Okay? And if you have an actual injury, you really need to seek out medical assistance. Okay? See a professional. You could start the week with a lower body strength day. Think about squats or deadlifts paired with some mobility work for your hips and ankles. The next day might focus on conditioning, short bursts of high-intensity intervals like sprints or bike intervals with rest periods in between. After that, you might take a recovery day. Spend time foam rolling, doing dynamic stretches, or maybe even taking a yoga class to loosen things up. Then move into an upper body strength day, bench presses, rows, and some core work. Later in the week, you can hit a longer, moderate intensity conditioning session to build up your endurance. Then follow that up with an active recovery day or sport-specific skills practice. And finally, give yourself a full rest day to let your body rebuild and recharge. And again, that is a super general overview, but hopefully that will get you started to building your particular routine that works with you and your unique needs, your unique sport, your unique body. The point here is to balance strength, conditioning, and recovery so you're hitting all the key areas without overdoing it. This kind of structure not only helps you perform better, but also keeps you healthier in the long run. I know many athletes and parents struggle with structuring off-season or supplemental training. It can feel overwhelming, especially when there's so much information out there. That's why it's important to focus on the basics and avoid making things more complicated than they need to be. If you're already in a routine, take a moment to assess it. Are you balancing these elements, or are you overemphasizing one while neglecting another? If you're not sure, don't hesitate to ask for help. Having a clear, structured plan tailored to your needs can make all the difference. Trust me. Okay? And if you're ready to take things to the next level, I can help with that. Check out my starter kits. You can go there at www.the-eliteathlete.com/starter kits. They're designed to help you fuel smarter, recover better, and perform at your best. Or if you want a more personalized guidance plan, you can book a game plan session with me. We would look directly at you and your unique needs, and I can set you up with a future plan or whatever you might need. Maybe you don't need anything. Maybe it's just you're doing great, let's shift this way or shift that way. Or maybe I can set you up with a supplement or a supplement protocol that you might be missing. Or we decide that we want to take a look fully and more deeply into your internal stats, like your blood work. Who knows? The sky is the limit, but you don't know unless you try. So hook up with me with a game plan session. You can get there at www.the-eliteathlete.com/game-plan-session. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember, your off-ice training is just as important as what you do on game day. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. I'll see you next time. Stay strong, stay healthy, and keep pushing towards your goals. You deserve it. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to the Elite Athlete Podcast. I hope today's episode gave you valuable tools to fuel smarter, recover faster, and dominate your sport on the field, the court, the ice, or wherever your journey takes you. If you loved this episode, I'd be super grateful if you could follow the show, rate it, and leave a review. Your support helps us reach more athletes and parents who are ready to take their performance to the next level. Want even more tools to optimize your game? Subscribe to my free Inside Edge newsletter at www.the-eliteathlete.com/newsletters/inside-edge for actionable tips every single week. And if you're ready for a personalized game plan made just for you and your goals, don't wait. Book your game plan session today at www.the-eliteathlete.com/game-plan-session. Let's create the blueprint to help you thrive in sport and in life. Thanks again for listening. Keep fueling smarter, recovering stronger, and dominating with purpose. I'll see you next time.